Minister. This question, when the Vice President was speaking earlier, he did say the diaspora have actually invested so much into Sierra Leone. The Honorable Lands Minister have done a very renowned and laudable project in Sierra Leone by allowing Sierra Leoneans back home to bid for land or to win like a lottery for land for the Sierra Leoneans, which I was thinking we will mention that because it's a very laudable program. Now, my question is, I know it's only for Sierra Leoneans working in Sierra Leone, but consider what our Honorable Vice President just said, that we have contributed so much diasporas in Sierra Leone. Can we have an opportunity for diasporas to also benefit from that project? Thank you very much.
Okay, now the last question, that's it. So I think there's a lot of interest. I think that question that is easy, we'll answer the quickly. But let's take a few more. Then we'll take it all together. So you, sir, with the and then the lady after that, now two. And I say Woody. So first the gentleman. No, the one with the glasses. And then the other lady.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. I'm taking it up to you with my question.
Please introduce yourself.
As you all know, what is happening in South Africa? Sorry? Oh, my name is Karamadabu, and I live in Peckham. Now, the question is taking it out of Sierra Leone, Mr. Minister. South Africa, as you all know, are hounding us. When I was at university, we had South Africans at Foreign College. Some South Africans are Australian passports. But now, our brothers in South Africa are being chased, harassed, and some are even killed. Now, as we are chairing ECOWAS, what has the government of Sierra Leone done in terms of talking to South Africans to make sure they adhere to the rule of law? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next to you, there is a lady whose hand is up. Yes.
Good evening, Honorable Vice President and Honorable Minister. Thank you very much, Mr. Vice President, for keeping to the decentralization of resources and the, oh, sorry, my name is Sorry. Yeah. Has government got any plans to build structures within the provinces to actually practically see a whole government offices within our provinces rather than everything decentralized in Freetown? So for instance, the Foreign Office. Is the Foreign Office considering offices in the provinces where our people would not need to travel all the way to the city to get a simple passport, which is a national right? Agriculture Ministry, why is it in Freetown? What government doing to the ministry? Thank you very much, sir, and welcome to London.
Thank you so much. I think it's fair that section we're looking at 4 questions. So, Kanaya, it is time for influencing. I don't like to be influenced. I like for you purity on the questions. Alright, I'll do that since you're my partner for today. 1. And then 2 will be the man with the back. Yes.
Good evening, honorable ministers and honorable vice president. My name is Dr. Benji Bulani. My background is in renewable energy, and I've established a renewable energy and carbon monetization consultancy business. So my question is, how does the Serbian government facilitate people like myself who are Serbian diaspora that want to impact in the development of Serbia within the renewable energy sector? How can that be facilitated so we can be involved in the renewable energy sector in Serbia?
Excellent. Thank you very much. The gentleman with the back. Yeah.
question today is what concrete plans does the government have to create more jobs and opportunity for young Sierra Leoneans at home so that fewer people feel compelled to leave for better life and amenities? And also again, there is a lot of bush revenues around. So waiting at the strategy we go use for tackle misinformation and how we are able to improve public trust. Thank you.
Thank you. But the lady behind you, just behind you, you double ask you, yes. Yes.
Hi, good evening. My name is Christiana. I work for the Ministry of Justice here. However, I do charity work in Sierra Leone. I've got a charity looking after orphans. My question is for the children of Sierra Leone. And because when I go out there and I see a lot of the children, they don't go to school. They're hanging around the markets. And what is the government doing regarding children that are not going to school? Their parents are not able to afford school fees, and they're lounging and selling and getting raped by the seaside. You know, when I went there, we've got an orphan that we're looking after, and she's 12 years old, and she's been impregnated because of education that is not there around children. So my question really is about what is the government doing about children and their welfare and well-being in Sierra Leone?
Thank you very much. I think I'm Mr. Kabadi Sisu. No, the man in the white. Please, no, please. Let me choose, I beg you. Let me point. Back.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
All protocols observed. My name is Chef Kaba. The vice president has just highlighted the cost involved in traveling to prison. And I've seen that a lot of the government is moving. What is government doing in the shop? Sorry. I was saying government has...
I hear you, sir. You just told me in my because I'll get back. Sorry, sir. I'm working somebody else. Yes. Thank you very much, sir. I think we have to see what exhaust the meeting. Yeah. We can now decide one last time. Yeah? See, we're going to be as fair as you can, eh? Okay. So on this side, I want to start at the back this side. The gentleman will be phone up and the lady in the hijab.
Assalamu alaikum. The question regarding road safety and Sierra Leone, because there are too many Sierra Leoneans on traffic accidents there. So waiting at government in policy for enforce the laws because the laws are there, just enforcement. How we enforce them or educate people about road safety and the country.
Thank you very much. Alright, just so I know, they don't tell me to see the wrong here. Because of the time in this place. So we don't need that in the government for a while. We already do it at the time. So I just want to let people understand why I stop now, because we want to become one take more question, and because we are actually constrained by time. Final question, yes.
Hello, good evening everybody. Good evening Vice President and Ministers. My name is Fatma Tabintaba, born in Brookfield, Peter. My question is, what making the government put in place regarding the life, because most of the families that are friends, they say they always get issue and TV they blow up, gadgets they blow up, because the lights they come anytime and they go off anytime. So waiting the government put in place regarding that.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My sincerest apologies. I wish I would not be here all night. I'm not like to do that. We're going to try to answer as many questions as possible. We need 5 minutes, and then I will need all the other things that I have 2 minutes. Please host my just here with
Well, thank you very much. And I start with the last question on the light. Creating a cause with frequent blackout. Now, essentially, what we call tripping. You know, the distribution network and the western area is old, outdated. So over the years, we don't start for transformer. If you look at certain part of Freetown, you will see so they can build pole them, they build wire them, and for bring new distribution line. Because the one way they exist, but we don't own. So if you don't own, when the lights come, if you pump more energy into them, it will take the load, so it will cut off. So now they call tripping, not because by wickedness, so lights can go up for 15 minutes to come back. Now because the distribution network, the law outdated, the law old, we try to do them back. We don't start from Waterloo, we don't go to the Bia Water, we don't cross it. We go on the other side towards Tungo, we build new lines them back. We expect say that is a project that is supported by donors, then even the British High Commission have all the support right now extra in all the programs they know do. So now they cause that way. Then they take me back to the issue we all of us asked was energy. Of energy, and then they make mention, I'm trying to get that on energy. What you want to do, I just don't highlight and I say, we know see that a big challenge, and because we know see that a big challenge, a lot of investment going to take place in the energy space. I don't talk about the investment we get from the Americans. 50% of which is a grant, the other one like a company where they give 110 megawatts, where we start to use liquefied natural gas every day March. We don't say from now to 2030, the investment that will be already made as a government and the energy space, from now to 2030, we will increase with access by 78%. Then they take me to the brother who will talk about Lunge and Freetown. We don't do a lot of investment in Lunge. One, the airport. Of course, the airport will say the Siam, from a travel along West Africa, and the best airport in the sub-region today. That in second, we can build an international conference center where we finish them this year. We will be Hilton Hotel in Lunge, 5-star Hilton Hotel, where instead we complete, we go together with the international. All this infrastructure will be built around Lunge. One, for attract international conference hosting in Lunge, so that we will host more conference, because the transition from Lunge to Freetown is very difficult. And one of them will say, a couple of days ago, we sent a team, we're going to Cyprus, we will try to procure 2 new additional variants. 2 new additional variants, we will try to buy them. When we get them ferry the people that wear the freight boats, them ferry with the frequency, you understand what the frequency between Lunge, it will increase the transition between Lunge and Freetown. Somebody talk about schools, approved schools. What is the happening today at Salon? We get really enough schools. So because school long-term business, everybody wants big school. So even if you get school like a community, where already there you will see somebody go back to go build another school. So now, if we go and build new school, where we say already that community they will get enough primary school, so that approval process it will take time. Because the people that they come back for that assess whether really you're supposed to build an additional school in that community. Because school long-term business, everybody they build school. So that is the approval process. And also, in the delay, automatically the teachers they will get paid. Because now first, they never approve the school. After that, they approve the teachers, then before they give the teachers the people. So all will go side by side. On the land lottery for diaspora, if you ask me, I will tell you, say, that day it was very difficult for me that campaign. That's because I'm not diaspora. What I will suggest, anyway, I will suggest institutional lottery, not of individual lottery. People that waiting at the diaspora when you want to go to school, or you want to go to hospital, or you want to do something, that go do something, when not to you as an individual and also you go be, we can able to give priority for make sure so you get free land. That one easy for manage. Then if you begin saying you go for an individual lottery, landlord, because the fear what you fear is that the salon will be done by institution, by category. We will say we will look the bike riders there, we will look the small traders there, we will look the teachers there. Now the diaspora is very difficult for categorize. If you begin to lottery, tomorrow they will begin say, well, the full and they need more back there because they didn't have a man. They will say, well, I said they need more land. So to avoid all that problem, at least they will find out one institutional. Don't go institutional for do money. I don't know South Africa. South Africa. What is the happy really in South Africa is regrettable. Me and also we don't work in South Africa. I don't work as an international expert. And that problem from the time when I work in South Africa in the year 2001, that problem in the we know say we support South Africa. And I believe say majority of South Africans, particularly human rights activists and civil activists, they say they come out openly and they condemn the young people when they involved in that kind of thing. And I believe say the kind of message where other countries are not sent to the South African leadership is very, very strong. We said currently the only chair ECOWAS. We said we continue to engage. We wonder we don't send that message, and we get colleagues within the government of South Africa. Then say they feel bad about that. In any way, what we will continue to do and for educate them say that is not the best way to treat people, and then we condemn them. And when South Africa play against Mexico, the whole of Mexico against South Africa, this is a demonstration say we condemn what they are doing, we don't tolerate what they are doing, and that is now how, as a Pan-Africanist country like South Africa, they don't believe in that particular way. We get somebody talk about accountability and schools. Already, we get free quality education. Since we bring that in 2018, we don't add 1.2 million Sierra Leonean kids to the school system. We provide free learning materials, teaching materials, we pay school, we continue to build additional classrooms in school. So that opportunity. Now also, I can tell people and say the parents then back get responsibility for make sure that they send them begin at school and oversee how they begin the behavior at school. Me, when I there, so I don't build two nursery schools then one at Konsama, one at Lumi. And every 3 months, I go to the nursery school there, and they go get PTA meeting, and they tell the parents and say, me don't build school, don't build teacher, and they buy uniform, and they feed the beginner. Una the parent then, when I get responsibility for bringing the beginner at school 8 o'clock in the morning, and then they for clean. Anybody who begin at 8 o'clock and they drive the begin, if you begin not clean and they drive. So now that school day, the parents they wait in and then they look after that school day. When you go to that school day, 10 minutes after, it's all the beginner day. Because they say if you begin late, you begin late 1 and 2 10 at the driver. Because the school, that who they pay school fees, that free education, that who they buy uniform. So you the parents, you get responsibility. So they encourage the parents and parents have taken responsibility for the beginning of schooling. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you very much. Again, just remind me we have to close. I'll give you each 2 minutes to just respond in general to the assessment you have tonight.
Thanks very much. One point emphasized again is based on all the policies and reforms we have as a ministry, some attractive for investors. The last couple of years, we don't support, we don't receive an investment of over $800 million. We can put them in invest in manufacturing and all the related industries. Again, government will support this by providing concessions in the form of taxes. We will provide incentives. In fact, our GT waiver for companies over registered in the last 2 years, we know waiver over $80 billion from different companies that are moving out of the sector. Again, Your Excellency, I want to propose a problem for brothers and sisters in the diaspora. One, let's develop a diaspora investment policy with specific details for support Sierra Leoneans living in the diaspora. policy will provide the footprints and framework how to support the investment in Sierra. In addition, he also critical law launched the diaspora investment fund. Collectively, we support from the government to build the atmosphere for that area. Again, one people critical product manufacturing sector, we don't get enough skill set across the board. So maybe I would say the investment policy will address that. But one people is needed a critical skill set at different areas like the country. So we need the diaspora government special skills. We will relate to the needs of higher education for address that. The more importantly, we are in the process to review the local content policy. At the day the wording at the diaspora, now see how we contribute to that local content policy for develop laws and policies for benefit winner and specifically wording will begin a several young as alone, one at diaspora beginning, so that the short run and the long run they get opportunity for able to invest.
Thank you very much, Mr. Well.
Thank you. Two quick things. First, we talk about this digital transformation. Again, in the health sector, this digital transformation, not to deal with it, not to option. Now, fundamental requirement for which I will do. So, as we talk now, we don't develop a new app and salon, it's called Extract, that will wrap up. We tell you everything what they go around, we monitor that from the first encounter, we can also take it, deliver safely. Again, one big is open source, and other countries will be for and they'll share with others. The other thing I ask for that is that somebody talk about rumors and messaging and stuff. Well, I read your opinion makers. People that they listen to now, they trust now. When they come back health issues, it's really important that you make sure you get the facts correct. So that when you pass this kind of message, you know the money you want and you know the confusion. Because the moment you get wrong information out there, you will spend all of the energy for reversal. Last week is the Minister LGP. This is now one of the most civilized groups that I've ever seen in all of these other around. So really tell my message thank you again for that. And we want those that take the civility and bring down Salon as exemplars of how we do civic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Minister Finance.
I will point on the transparency and how we do the question. As in the beginning we talk about digitalization, we talk about automation. We as the Ministry of Finance through the NIA, we don't implement things and like electronic cash registers so that you will go buy something, the GSC, the rules and services tax will pay directly through this ECR machine. We also, as a country, they implement the revamp with PSN Act, which is the Public Fiduciary Management Act, to make sure that we tackle corruption there for tightening the loopholes that exist in the system. So we're very aware. In terms of also I want to mention on the schools, government also they invest with development practices in early childhood education. Who will be there back in the day was the school of the day. Now they don't revamp, but they build all the schools all over the country. Then they introduce policies that we don't work at the West in terms of things like play-based learning to make it easier for students for also that. The DP that we talked about free quality education, which is also in place. The other bit of trade mentioned about diaspora investment fund. There is actually something in the works with the collaboration with the UNDP. So very soon that should be coming out with a clear policy in terms of encouraging diaspora investment. I will stop there for now.
Thank you very much, Madam Said. Now, Thank you very much, Mr. Sabah. The black lottery, there was a reason why they were introduced. The texture we begin as alone, politics, non-politics business, and including. We developed this in our group.
Bangura win, then Mr. Sise win, then they all go win in one particular community. After election, if Mr. Bangura still go people who born Mr. Abba in vote because Mr. Abba win, and no one. Because if vote goes mad, then Mr. Abba votes mad, they all neighbor. So that's maybe we introduce the land laws or make sure that there is provision, there is unity, there is peace in communities. And if you go down at the peninsula, you will see and say, people that live there really look at political coloration. So there is peace around that particular area. Now, the issue about the diaspora lottery, Mr. Vice President, you will just for those things. The last one will play. I mean, I'm open one. People that will oversee the play. One is normal day and Imperial University in Arizona, UK also. You win. After we will make money. For congratulating for who can the opportunity. Another one is as I say, in US, if I had 2 win in US. And then Bogota, the land again, they don't difference themselves. So that one was open. But my sister, we bring our priority. I will get my thoughts. I will say to make a plan. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Another please for the panelists. Thank you very much. So I just realized that we took about 15 questions in the room, 8 online, and yet so many people in the are happy. Everywhere we've gone, it's always been the case. More people want to see. The point of this is to start the conversation. It's not to close it. After this, what part of why we want for N, we want for left and opportunity to follow online guidelines at least 20 minutes. We can interact. The Ministry of Information and Civic Education gets an online platform. Within all social media, you can send the question. Even the QR code we use for question for you. You can continue for sending the question, and I guarantee we'll respond not just to you, but every week we get a press conference. The 30th of June, His Excellency the President, the Vice President will take questions too. His Excellency the President will host the annual presidential town hall in Makeni City on the 30th of June. And he will continue to take more and more questions from the ordinary people of Sierra Leone. Somebody asked about decentralization, say offices upline. I want to say today, you can apply for passports outside of Victor and get them. And all of them constantly don't talk to the vice presidency for license, for passport, and all that thing, and we don't do besides that. We will continue for expanding opportunities across the country. On misinformation, then we could be more lazy. So what we do now, I want for one more time to ask for all, for all putting hands together to say thank you to the Honorable Vice President, to all the ministers and activities that we don't do, I don't think we should work for answers some of my concerns. For close, I will ask the panel for that to work for Canada, we will take a group picture. Then we will invite the border morning and Shibias for using saxophone to play background music while we all will stay around here for the next 15 to 20 minutes for long social hours. Even if all the Vice President really for stay for minutes or meet ordinary Sierra Leoneans or meet Sudan diaspora for them to continue the engagement.
I think the government of Sierra Leone should start working more with the local media in all of the diaspora. That is what your ministry is not doing. Yeah? And that's why the misinformation is going out there, Mr. Minister. You have to work more with the local diaspora media so that the misinformation can reduce.
Excuse me. Please, ministers and deputy ministers, Ambassador James, please come. Okay, Honorable, no campus. No, you just here and then so we make an act around you. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Please, Madam Joseph, please join us. Can we move this? Yes. Please, Manuel. Ambassador, Deputy Ambassador, please join us. You know they will go. We just wait for Monday. Monday.
So, everybody.
May I please ask you to look at this gentleman who's trying to get this, so we can all look in one direction, please. Gentleman in the white. Yeah.
So we know we.
Thank you very much.
We know. Because look like say that's select people that have ask questions. People that only ask questions on their transactions.
Anything will happen in this sector, it will get a multiplier effect. It permit in other sectors there. It affects transportation and the issue will take in the sector. It affects healthcare. It will affect energy. It will affect even hospitality. It will affect mining. Every sector. So it's very sensitive. A nerve of every government and a nerve of every economy.
Ready to elevate your game? Welcome to Genius Bet, where strategy